Hello, everybody. This is Sinema77, horror and cult film lover. I'm back with another video. Hmm. I'm just kind of curious. We already know, if you come to watch one of my videos, if you watch this, you watch other videos of mine. We all know that, you come here to watch videos that, you pretty much, you don't want your parents to know you watch, or, your wife or your husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, minister, or your local church. We all know you don't want them to know you watch the videos I post on my channel. But one thing I'm kind of curious about, if you were married, you have a wife and everything, and she's cheating on you, would you love her for doing that? I'm not being a smartass. I'm asking a serious question. Would you actually love the fact that your wife is cheating on you and she's screwing around, but she still comes home to you at the end of the day? But she's out doing God knows what with God knows how many guys and stuff like that. Most of the guys I know would say no, that they're not into that kind of thing. They don't want their wives bringing them home, fucking venereal diseases and shit like that. But most guys I know, they'd be like, if I found out my wife was cheating on me, I'd, cut her head off or something. They'd be pissed. But this isn't really the case with today's movie. Today's movie, we're talking about. Anyway, I forgot to mention, we're back with our good buddy Tinto Brass, who, if you've seen any of my past videos, I had I still have it, but I have a four Blu-ray collection of his erotic films, and I did reviews on them. One is Cheeky, one is Private, Mon Amour, and Black Candles, I think, or Black Angel. Anyway, but yeah, we're back with another one of his movies, and this is a new erotic masterpiece from Tinto Brass, the director of Caligula. We have unrated, uncensored, all ladies do it. So yeah, and this stars Claudia Call. This is from Cult Films, and yeah, this movie I just finished watching it, and it's definitely different. The story is about Paolo and his wife Diana. They're married. They have a very active sex life, but here's the thing: Diana is constantly being told by everybody that she needs to cheat on her husband, that she needs to love her husband and stay with him, but she needs to go out and screw as many guys as she possibly can. And, so yeah, Diana's not really, it's not like Diana doesn't have any takers. She pretty much everywhere she goes, men are trying to go after her. She goes to a party that's celebrating this French poet, and this older man, he takes her in the bathroom. He's about ready to do her and all this other kind of stuff. And, like at one point, you can see right there, she's riding on a bus. Even a black man who's a priest is trying to get his way with her. And like she's riding on the bus, she's standing on the bus, and she's stuck between two guys. And every time the bus hits a bump, these two guys uses it as an excuse to grab her, to touch her breast, to touch her butt, things like that, and everything else. And at one point, for fun, she jumps out of the way, and when it hits the bump, just as it hits the bump, she jumps out of the way, and the two guys grab each other, and they get pissed and stuff like that. But and so she finds out that she's inherited a house from her, I believe it's her grandmother, and she's going with a childhood friend or cousin to check it out, and he tries to bang her on the way over there and stuff like that. And she works as like a hair designer, and one of her coworkers is having sex with the boss, and she's asking, you're married and your husband is this gorgeous guy. Why are you humping the boss? He's so gross and ugly and everything else. And the girl agrees. It's like, yeah, he's fat and gross and ugly and stuff like that. But here's the thing, it's like, yeah, I keep my beautiful, attractive husband at home and stuff. But here's the problem, when you're married to a gorgeous, good looking guy and everything else, they know that they're gorgeous. They know they're good looking. They don't put in as much effort. And she's like, that's kind of the thing. The sex can be a little unsatisfying from time to time. And it's like with the boss, this guy's way more grateful to be getting laid and stuff. So it's like, so yeah, I let him do it. Plus, he gives me raises. The sex is a little more intense, so on, so on. She gives all these other reasons and everything else. But anyway, so Diana, she inherits this basically kind of like a condo type of a thing. And her husband comes, and she's off, and she's flirting with all these men, having these always like coming close but never quite getting there. And at one point she ends up having affairs, she starts having affairs with different guys and having sex with them and stuff like that. But she's always, it's interesting because she's always maintaining that she loves her husband, she wants to be with her husband, that cheating on him is no big deal, that there's, nothing to it. She's still going to come home and be with him and all this. And she doesn't understand why he can't just accept that she's going out having sex with all these different men and everything else, but she loves him and everything else. Well, and even her girlfriends are going and telling the husband, "You're a dumb fuck," because even though your wife is out screwing anything that comes near you, she still loves you and everything else. She comes home to you and all this other kind of stuff. Everything she does for you and all this stuff, you can't be mad. She's out getting laid on the side and stuff like that. And that is interesting. I've never really, I mean, at one point they do mention that, it's like, well, a lot of men cheat. And that's true. A lot of men do cheat. And they're saying like, well, like a lot of men, they go out, they fuck different women. Doesn't mean anything to them. Then, the guy goes home, says, like, yeah, I fuck women on the side, but, it's like my wife, she's she's the one I love. She's the one I want to be with. So it's like, yeah, I'm out fucking these different women, but I'm always going to go home to my wife. And so it's the same thing. It's women going against the double standard. And she's doing the same thing. She's going out. Yeah, she's going out. She's fucking all these different guys, but she's always going home to her husband. She's always maintaining that she loves him and she wants to be with him and all this other kind of stuff. So it's an interesting question. It's an interesting dilemma. And, I admit it. I dated a girl one time and she cheated on me, but she sure as shit didn't tell me like anything like that. If anything else, she was all like, "You're not what I want." And, "You're not good enough for me," and everything else. Then she's like, "Why do you want to break up with me?" It's all like, look what you said. It's like, why the hell would you're saying I'm not good enough for you and, I'm not what you want or anything like that. So it's all like, why the hell? Just me personally, I don't know. It's like, why the hell would I want to stay with that? So. But anyway, though, so yeah, this is kind of an interesting dilemma. This is a movie that really does, provoke thought. It does raise questions, and stuff like that. Now you want to know, are you going to see Nudity? Oh yeah. Yeah, trust me. The nudity, it's Tinto Brass. The nudity quotient is going to be through the charts on this one. I'm talking very, very hairy vaginas in close up and stuff like that. Now, like I said, this is our buddy Tinto Brass. So, yeah. If you don't like women with hairy vaginas, you're going to definitely hate this. If you don't like women with body hair, like armpit hair and stuff like that, you're not going to like this. If it doesn't bother you, that's the thing, honestly, women with armpit hair, never really gave it much thought back in the day until I started watching some of these movies. Now it's all like, I guess it doesn't bother me as much. It doesn't bother me as much as I thought it would, but yeah. But if you're the kind of guy like, oh my God, women with, armpit hair is disgusting. No. Women with very, very, very hairy vaginas that they don't shave. They just let it all grow out down there and stuff like that. If you don't mind that, then yeah, you're going to be fine with this. The nudity in this movie, you're going to be fine with it. If you can't stand women with hairy vaginas, and you definitely can't stand women with armpit hair and things like that, then yeah, you're definitely not going to go for this movie. 1992, I believe this thing came out. So yeah, this movie's got a little age to it and stuff. So, but anyway, though, yeah, but yeah, at one point, her husband Paolo, he finds out that she is cheating on him, and at first he's, it's a Tinto Brass movie, so his, the usual name called bitch, slut, whore, pig, things like that, and he decides he doesn't want to be with her anymore. So she goes to a girlfriend of hers and she's telling him, she's like, "I don't understand. Why does he make such a big deal of it? Yeah, I go out and I fuck all these guys, but I still go home to him and I love him. I don't want to lose him and all this other kind of stuff." And her girlfriend decides, well, I'll go and talk to him. And she goes and he's all like, "I need advice and everything else." And she's like, "Yeah, you're a dumb fuck. And, why can't you just let your wife go out and screw any man that comes near her and everything else, as long as she comes home to you and everything else." Funny that they don't bring up anything like STDs or what if she gets knocked up by some other guy. At one point, she's even trying to, justify what she's doing by saying, "Don't worry, I let him fuck me in the ass." So I mean, this movie is definitely, it's your tolerance for this movie really, I think, is going to depend on how much, um, how secure you are, and what you think of, cheating, and being cheated on, things like that. But yeah, I mean, if you feel insecure and things like that, then I don't think this movie is going to help you. Of course, if you just want to watch a bunch of naked women, you're good to go. So, but this is the kind of woman, like, for me personally, given what her attitude towards marriage is, and her attitude towards love and sex and everything else, this is the kind of woman, like, you wouldn't mind being one of the guys she's, screwing around with, but I don't know if you'd want to marry her. That's just me personally. Like I said, you don't know. What if she ends up coming home and all of a sudden she's pregnant? You don't know if it's yours, and or you come or she comes home. Guess what? She's got raging chlamydia or gonorrhea or something like that. So I mean, there's that. But anyway, though, so it's like, Paolo. He, at one point, Diane's friend tries to seduce Paolo and saying, like, see, look, it doesn't matter. We're just fucking and all this kind of stuff. And he's like, no, I don't want to fuck around on Diana. I want to be with her and all this other kind of stuff. And ultimately he forgives her, and but he allows her to go out and screw around and be with all these guys and everything else, and she's talking about how much he loves that she's cheating on him and stuff like that. So I don't know. It says here, though, taken from his inspiration from a true incident, epic maestro Tinto Brass crafts the delightful morality tale of a young couple's journey toward discovery through infidelity. So, I mean, I can understand, like, a man could be, like, a man could be proud that his wife is, considered very beautiful, considered very sought after. But I don't know. I mean, would you, like I said, would you want other men? Would you want your wife going out in the morning? God knows how many men she's out screwing around with, and coming home to you and stuff like that. I mean, I know I sound like a male chauvinist pig right now, but it's just, for me personally, it's just more the idea of her coming home and giving me diseases and things like that. And so, yeah, it doesn't really appeal to me personally, but yeah, I guess it just depends on your kind of tolerance for that thing, your kind of threshold for that sort of thing. And if you're into that, then I guess you'd be all right with it. But I don't know. To each their own. But I just don't understand. I mean, that's just me. Um, I don't know. I don't really understand how you can build a better marriage by letting your wife cheat on you all the time. I don't get that. But anyway, though, I mean, usually it's like, it's just the way I was taught, but, I was taught, like, if your wife is missing something in the marriage, shouldn't she, like, come to you first and ask you what, or tell you what she's looking for, what's missing in the marriage, what she'd like to get out of it and things like that. But I don't know. That's just me. But anyway, though, at the end of the movie, pretty much, Paolo, he, basically he accepts his wife for who she is, and he decides he likes the fact she cheats on him, and that he's letting go of his jealousy and all this kind of stuff. And she thinks it's great. She thinks it's wonderful. She's allowed to go out and screw any man she wants as long as she comes home to him, and all this other kind of stuff. And so yeah, I mean, they're still having a very passionate sexual marriage and things like that. But I don't know. So I mean, this is definitely a weird one. This is a noodle scratcher. Like I said, this one provokes thought, which, I guess, a good film should do. Make you question things. But yeah. So anyway, but like I said, if you want, if you don't mind close-ups of, hairy vaginas and women's buttholes and, stuff like that. If you don't mind that sort of thing, you like that sort of thing, you love female nudity, all this other kind of stuff, then yeah, I say go ahead and give it a look. See, I mean, if you're just wanting to see nudity, you're going to get that plenty. If you don't really give a shit about the story or what it's about or anything, kind of, like, I just want to see this woman. Do I get to see everything she's got? Yeah, you do. Plenty of scenes, you get to see everything she has. So yeah, I definitely say go ahead and give it a shot if that's all you're after. You just want to see naked women. This movie's got you covered. So, but anyway, that's going to pretty much about do it. So, like I said, I guess to each their own. But yeah, we talked about Tinto Brass's movie, All Ladies Do It. This is the unrated, uncensored version from Cult Epics. So, yep, that's pretty much going to do it. We talked about this movie. So, I'm just kind of curious, like, and wonder what you think about this. How would you feel about your wife cheating on you and everything else? So I don't know. Anyway, that's good. Okay, I'm rambling on now. It's time to stop this. If anybody took the time to watch this video, I thank you for doing it, and I appreciate you for doing it. I hope you found this video interesting. I hope you enjoyed it and found it entertaining. If you like this video, please come back. I'm going to have more. If you like, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I got plenty of very interesting movies, very interesting topics and things like that. And we discuss all other kinds of interesting things going on in marriage and relationships and whatnot. But anyway, yeah, this is Sinema77, horror and cult film lover. And I, again, thank you for watching. I appreciate you for doing it. And I'll talk to you later, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.